Today we are looking at the 10 most sinful cities in the United States. Coincidentally, when we research the cities to have the most fun, it's the exact same cities. How do you determine one city is more sinful than the next? Well, you go by reputation, opinion polls, and a few stats. Is this perfect? No. Is it interesting? Absolutely. Am I a sinner judging other people? You betcha. We all are at some point. I mean, we have to sin. If we don't sin, Jesus died for nothing. They say there are 7 deadly sins. Others have expanded it to 12, but most of those overlap. The 7 deadly sins are pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, sloth, and then they added gossip, lying, stealing, murder, and adultery. But we're looking at the 10 cities that do the most sinning. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's take a look. Number 10, Miami, Florida. Miami, where the mojitos flow like holy water and a good tan is more worshipped than any deity. It is a city where the 7 deadly sins aren't just vices, they're actually a lifestyle. Greed manifests itself in designer labels and luxury yachts, while envy drips from the eyes of those people stuck behind Lamborghinis on the freeway. Wrath happens every day in that traffic. Sloth is perfected in the sun-drenched beaches. Gluttony is indulged at all the all-you-could-eat buffets. And lust practically oozes from the neon-lit nightclubs. So if you're looking for a taste of temptation, Miami is your Garden of Eden, just with better cocktails. So how does Miami get on this list? It's a major gateway for drug smuggling, always has been. The heyday was the late 80s, early 90s, but it's still a thing. Corruption, high levels of political and police corruption have been found all over southern Florida. Lust, they have a significant number of adult entertainment venues and activities. Additionally, Miami's a hotspot for cybercrimes and identity theft, impacting residents and visitors. Number 9, Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona, a city so hot the devil would consider it for a vacation home. With temperatures soaring past 110 degrees Fahrenheit, it's easy to imagine the fiery pits of hell feeling like a refreshing change of pace. And the sins? Oh, they've got them everywhere, from gluttonous buffets to sloth-inducing poolside cabanas. But hey, who needs salvation when you have air conditioning and a margarita? So what is Phoenix's actual sins? Drug use. Considerable drug abuse is a problem in the Phoenix metro area. Violent crime rate, human trafficking is a major problem in Phoenix. But Phoenix has a significant problem with heat-related deaths in the homeless community. I mean, that's on top of their deaths that are related to drug abuse. Number 8, Dallas, Texas. Dallas may not be known for its glitz and its glam, but don't let that fool you, this city knows how to party. With a thriving nightlife, plenty of adult entertainment options, and a reputation for excessive drinking, Dallas definitely earns its spot as one of the most sinful cities in the country. Whether you're indulging in the city's vices or enjoying the lively atmosphere, Dallas is sure to offer a memorable experience, whether it's naughty or nice. So what are their sins? Dallas has a big problem with drug trafficking. It's a key route for drug traffickers, and it has been for a long time. Violent crime. High rates of violent crimes and shootings have been happening in Dallas and the Dallas metro area. Gluttony. Dallas is considered one of the most obese cities in the United States. They got a lot of overweight people and a lot of health-related problems that go along with that. Here's another one I read, which it's not really a sin, but I thought it was interesting when I was reading about the obesity. Dallas has one of the highest rates of uninsured residents, contributing to public health issues. Number 7, Denver, Colorado. Denver is known for its stunning mountain views, sports teams, and as a landing spot for Californians, but it also has a wild side. This city has more than its fair share of temptations, to late-night food trucks slinging all sorts of deliciousness in mass quantities. They also have this thing where they have underground clubs and hidden speakeasies. Denver is definitely a place where you could have a good time. So what are their sins? High levels of drug use. Yes, even post-legalization. Alcohol consumption. They have significant alcohol-related problems. Property crime is a big thing here. Denver has also seen a rise in homelessness, partly due to the drug problem they have there. So how does Denver get on this list? Drug use. They have high levels of just about every type of drug used, legal and illegal. Alcohol consumption, they have significant alcohol-related problems. Property crime is a big problem. A lot of that has to do with the homeless. Number 6, Atlanta, Georgia. Atlanta, often hailed as the city too busy to hate, might be a little too busy sinning to actually hate someone. We're not talking about minor vices here. The ATL scored high in lust and jealousy, which might not surprise anyone who's experienced the city's vibrant nightlife and competitive spirit. Atlanta may not have casinos like, let's say, Atlantic City or Las Vegas. They found other ways to do their sinning. So next time you're enjoying a night out in Atlanta, just remember, you might be participating in the city's reputation as a modern-day Gomorrah. So what do they actually do in Atlanta to get them on this list? Sex trafficking. This is a major hub for human trafficking. Yeah, Atlanta's got a really bad reputation for it. They've got high violent crime rates and excessive drinking and alcohol-related incidents. Anytime a city or a state is like a major transportation hub, which Atlanta really is, you'll have a lot of human trafficking. Number 5, Los Angeles. Los Angeles, the city of angels. More like the city of traffic jams and questionable smoothie trends. Sure, there's stunning beaches and beautiful people everywhere, but don't be fooled. This place is a sinful playground disguised as a wellness retreat. You've got your juice cleanse followed by late night in and out runs, your yoga studios next to Botox clinics, and don't even get me started on the cults and conspiracy theories they have in this state and city. Hey, at least the avocados are always perfectly ripe. You know what they say, an avocado a day helps keep the devil away, or something like that. So what are their sins? Vanity, high levels of plastic surgery, and a culture centered around appearance. Pollution, significant pollution and environmental issues. Lust, high numbers of adult entertainment businesses, and a prominent porn industry. Los Angeles is also a major center for organized crime, including gangs and drug cartels. Number 4, Houston, Texas. Houston, we have a problem. Between the rodeo clowns tempting fate every time they step in front of a bull, and the Astros' questionable sign-stealing tactics. It's a miracle anyone makes it out of this town without a few extra notches on their heavenly rap sheet. If you go to any of the restaurants in the Houston area, the gluttony thing just comes with the program. They got some great Tex-Mex restaurants here, and you will fatten up a little bit, I promise you. In all seriousness, though, Houston's a vibrant city with a lot to offer, even if a few of those offerings might lead to a bit of overindulgence. Just remember, when you see people doing evil in Houston, just act like you see no evil. So what are their actual sins? Houston's a major drug trafficking hub. They have high violent crime rates, homicides and assaults, human trafficking. Houston also has a significant issue with air pollution impacting public health and the quality of life of the residents. Number 3, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philly's not just a city of brotherly love, it's also a city of gluttonous indulgence. We're talking cheesesteaks dripping with grease at 2 a.m., soft pretzels on every corner, and enough beer variety to make your head spin faster than the Liberty Bell on a tilt-a-whirl. Forget the 7 deadly sins, they've invented a few of their own. But hey, who needs a halo when you've got a hoagie, right? Come for the history, stay for the heartburn, as they say in Philadelphia. So what are their problems? What are their sins? Theft and burglary. High incidents of theft and property crime are a real problem in Philadelphia. Significant drug use and overdose rates. Notable political corruption and public misconduct. What it all boils down to is Philadelphia is known for its high poverty rates, and this contributes to criminal activities. Number 2, St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, bless its toasted ravioli-loving heart, is a city that takes its sins seriously. We're not talking jaywalking or forgetting to RSVP to a potluck. We're talking about gooey butter cakes for breakfast, drinking more beer than should be legal, and rooting for the Chicago Cubs when the Cardinals are in town. Throwing a few questionable parking maneuvers around the arch, and some heated debates on whether Ted Drew's or the frozen custard factory reigns supreme. And you've got yourself a recipe for deliciously sinful weekend in St. Louis. But where are their real sins? Violent crime. St. Louis has high levels of violent crime, contributing significantly to its ranking as a sinful place to live. Drug use, considerable issues with drug addiction and related crimes. St. Louis has a very high obesity rate, making it one of the largest cities in the United States. St. Louis has one of the highest per capita rates of murder in the country, is what it boils down to. Not all sins are fun, unless you're a sociopath. All right, before we get to number 1, if you're thinking of moving to one of these sinful cities or any place in the United States, there's a link for Home and Money in the description area below. They can get you in touch with a real estate agent anywhere in the country. They also have a lot of other cool tools for your home buying journey on their website. Check them out. All right, on to number 1. And number 1, Las Vegas, Nevada. This should be no surprise to anyone. I mean, the literal nickname of the city is Sin City. You got gambling, you got human trafficking, you got excessive alcohol, drugs. It's all there in Las Vegas. You got prostitution outside the city limits. Yeah, you can't do it in Clark County, but go down the road a little bit. It's there. It's legal. Most people go to Las Vegas, they think everything is legal. It's not, but they sure do turn a blind eye to a lot of things happening in that city. If you are visiting Las Vegas, remember, not every single woman you run into is for hire. I have a friend that's worked, bartender and a waitress and everything in Las Vegas for years. She's a little bit older now, but when she was younger, she said every out-of-town businessman thought that she had a price. So how does Las Vegas get on this list? The obvious, the prostitution. Although illegal in Clark County, where Las Vegas is, the surrounding areas have legal brothels. Excessive drinking, the high rate of alcohol consumption due to 24/7 availability, that plays a part. Additionally, Las Vegas has a high number of sex-related crimes and a significant underground market for illegal activities. All right, that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you got some information out of it. Now go out, have a great day, be nice to each other.